Welcome to Labs and Bumps, a pro wrestling podcast where we talk about pressing topics from the world of WWE, AEW, sometimes New Japan, other wrestling promotions. We get pressing topics that burn deep inside to our soul, because that's kind of been the topic the last couple weeks of offering our soul to people. Um, Tonight's topics are we're talking about that CM Punk Fire promo, that awesome match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. We got our 3 count. We're going to be talking about the women's mid card titles. I'm Ringside P. I'm joined with Wade. I'm joined with Marlon. We're going to get into it tonight. Before we get started, make sure you guys, what move should we do today?
Travis
You
Scott eardrum popper.
See, I was either going to say that or a kick to the nuts, a low blow on
Yeah.
that subscribe button tonight. And make sure you follow us. Make sure you give us comments, feedback, check out our reels, check out our shorts and content just in general, y'all. Let's get into it. We're gonna kick it off with the CM Punk promo that kicked off Monday Night Raw. I'll start off, man. That promo, that's rare CM Punk form again, I think. He had venom for everybody. He was just spinning in every direction. It didn't matter. If you walked in his line of fire, he's gonna catch a stray bullet. But these people deserved it. I just love the feel of, and it often makes me feel like maybe we're getting out of the PG era.
hmm
Did Cody Rhodes start something Saturday night, and CM Punk is continuing? Maybe are slowly getting out of the PG era. But man, I loved everything that Punk says. It almost feels like he's still going to be a part of that main event somehow for WrestleMania 41. What do you guys think?
I don't see how he actually gets in like in the semi-main event. Like that would be night one, maybe. Um, I still would have. I guess if you have Roman Reigns in there too. I mean, I think that's what we're assuming is going to happen next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in the cage and Roman like helicopters in from the top, like the parachute
Come
or
from the
something. I don't
bottom.
know. I don't know
Oh,
what he did. That'd be sick if he parachuted in. Like it's like an open air freaking thing. But I if it's actually Roman then in it, then yeah. If it's Seth and Punk still, I don't
mm-hmm.
like I would put Charlotte and Tiffany above Seth in a match, personally. Um and if you have Bianca, Io, and Rhea, that's a way bigger match
All of those.
than yeah. But if you had, I'm just kind of over Roman. Like I feel like about Roman, like Pierre, you feel like with Cody.
Cody?
Yeah. Like I'm just like what like he turned babyface but is still a dick. Like I don't I don't know what he is. And he's was supposed to have it like a whole ceremony thing and then that was like a month ago. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like
We, oh, know what it was though, because they said that we wouldn't hear from him again to the 27th. And
uh-huh.
then when he did that, he walked into the door to the locker room or whatever it was, and on that door was the 2K logo on the door. So
Uh-huh.
that was the announcement. Was that really? It was no like they phrased it wrong, but he walked into a WWE 2K like game door pretty much, and it's
Yeah.
for the setup for the cover review.
I mean, I guess
But it
either
was
way, it
just
was,
Mm.
like done terribly, and then like, because I did not like you got to like really pierce through that to figure out what was actually going on. I guess because I'm like
yeah.
I'm not that dumb that I like I they talked about it, then he just didn't show up that day, to my knowledge.
Hmm.
And when was the when was the Royal Rumble? A
The
month and a
first,
half ago,
first,
February 1st. Yeah.
February 1st.
Little
So
yeah,
over 2 months.
a month, yeah,
Oh, month. Yeah.
yeah, a month ago.
so
So
yeah,
look,
he
yeah,
hasn't been on TV since then.
no,
No.
I mean. Like I know he has like health stuff, but it's like hard to stay like attached to a character that like is barely ever on TV.
hmm
So, um, but h- CM Punk, do you want to put him in with Cody and now if you put him in with Cody and Cena, but I feel like you can't add him into that match, right?
So I saw a theory that this is Daniel Bryan all over again. WrestleMania,
Hmm.
I think it was 30, where he's going up against the Authority, which is now is the new, which is Rock and Cena type of thing, and somehow whatever it is, a setup match that leads to him being part of this main event, this
Hmm.
Cena and Cody thing.
Was it? I don't know if I could compare that exactly. That because wasn't Daniel Bryan not even in the Royal Rumble that year?
I thought he got eliminated.
Oh, maybe he got eliminated super quick.
Yeah,
I think it was the year before they didn't even put him in, and he like
yeah,
he had I get the years mixed up, but I
because at
guess yeah,
WrestleMania
it is like a new authority thing.
he had to fight Triple H and then beat him
Yeah,
to be in that match or whatever to make it to triple
at
threat. So
Mania. It was like the
yeah,
first match, and then he had to wrestle the
yeah.
last match. Um,
That's just something I saw. So I don't know, how true it is, but I feel like I always do. One thing I stick with is that the plays always stay the same. It's just the players that change. So the storylines of the skeletons of the storyline is always the same. They just tweak it a little bit and change the people that are in it.
yeah, I I just CM Punk's so good. I want him in. I don't care if he has a main event, to be honest.
Mm.
I just want him in a sick match. And really, the one that I would want to see the most would be like, well, I got a match, but it ain't happening. Would be him and Stone Cold. Like that's what I want to see. I don't want to see him and Roman really, or him and Seth in particular.
Mm.
But who would you put him against?
Storyline purposes for right now, it only makes sense for him and Seth. Uh, but then you somehow you interject Roman into that too because they still are all tied together. Now, as far as like a match that would probably be the best for Punk, I don't know because I don't even know if I want to see him and Stone Cold. I think it's too past the prime of that match. That's just me though.
What do you
What do
think,
you think,
Mark?
Brian?
I think wrestling math would say CM Punk versus Logan Paul, because of the Royal Rumble elimination, and just because they also been going back and forth with each other. Like he slapped him, right? Didn't Logan Paul slap CM
Slapped
Punk?
him and slapped the taste out of his mouth, pretty much made him
Yeah,
bleed.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So I
I
think
forgot it. Oh, it's him and Logan Paul.
I know that'd be terrible. It wouldn't be a good. That wouldn't be a good placement. Optimally, what I would want would be a triple threat with Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. That's what I would want. But didn't CM Punk say in his promo, "Don't think I haven't exhausted all my ways or avenues of getting
Yeah.
into the title picture?" Right?
Into the main event, yeah.
Oh, to the main event. Okay, so we're not
Yeah.
saying main event is exactly a title shot.
It doesn't need to be, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Hmm.
because whatever the tag match last year was a main event.
Right.
Hmm.
That was not,
Right.
not for
Wasn't.
anything other than to make it tribal combat, which we knew it was gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I feel if it's just main event, then Roman in the main event would make sense, right? Roman, Punk, Seth. That would make sense to me. That's a main event match that I think WWE would want.
What do you think his favor is? 'Cause I think his last option is to cash in that favor.
It
So
would be
what
for
is
a title shot. I don't think it would be anything less.
yeah.
Hmm.
You think your
So,
favorite's for a title shot?
yeah.
Holy.
Remember, like he did a few promos ago, like saying, if you're getting in my way for the title shot, or if you don't have anything to do with the title, like don't waste my time.
Yeah.
So that's why he said, when Seth came out after that, he was like, "You got nothing to do with this." Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even want to deal with you. So I don't know. That promo he did was like Dylan Spitfire. It was spit hot fire. Punk was on one, dude. I was riled up. I freaking, I started punching the air. I was like, yeah, dude, it's freaking amazing. Unfortunately, my daughter's head got in the way. But no, I'm kidding. Yeah, that was sick. That was like one of the best things I've seen in a long time coming from him. And he always gives like quality stuff too whenever he presents, but that promo got me fired up. And then like Seth came out and that brawl ensued for like how Lord knows how long.
It
I
was an
like
It made
that.
actual
me,
good brawl. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
it made me a Peter Griffin and a giant
And the
chicken.
chicken. Oh man, that was great. That was great. They should have had him on like the roof or in the boiler room or like in
They
the
should have
kitchen
been
and
this
stuff.
the whole entire night, just
Yeah.
whenever they cross paths, and they just
Yes.
went at it on site.
Seth is on the toilet, Punk finds him, starts punching him.
Oh, that's great. That'd be the best. I always said that. You want to beat somebody up, you attack them in the bathroom
Yeah.
because they wouldn't know whether to pull their pants up or to fight back. So that's the best.
I almost thought Punk was gonna be in the bus waiting for stuff. When Adam Pearce told Seth not to leave your bus,
Hmm.
I had a feeling like Punk was there, and
Hmm.
then he'd be
Like
just
in a
rumbling in the
horror
bus.
movie, he just has like a
Yeah,
Garrett liar and attacks
It's the
him.
shot where they close the door and like he's like standing right there.
that would have been great though. You
Yeah, I
guys say
don't
anything
know.
else about the
As far
topic?
as booking goes, like again, I hope that it's a triple threat. Like optimally, I see that as the best option, a triple threat
Hmm.
between those three big names, since he's not in a title picture. But I think he has unfinished business with Logan Paul that unfortunately may translate. I mean, maybe they think that people want that because they want to see Logan Paul's ass get kicked by Punk, like retribution type of
I
situation.
don't even want him in the WrestleMania.
Do you think they are leading towards because they got AJ Styles calling out Logan Paul?
That too. That'd be a good match.
No, it wouldn't.
I would like it. I would like it. I think that'd be a great match.
Have you name one good AJ Styles match at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
There's zero because he's terrible at WrestleMania. So
I don't
him and
know.
Logan Paul who only does spots. I feel like it'd be a terrible match. But
Was AJ in WrestleMania last year?
Yeah, him and LA Knight.
Oh yeah.
That
that
was
was
my
his best
bathroom break.
match probably, and that one wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my bathroom break. But then I think the match was way shorter than I thought it was going to be, and then the line to the bathroom was too long, so I just
I don't
held it
even
to the
remember what
LA
night
Knight.
was that night one or night two?
Shoot, I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. It was so cold.
Oh,
Well,
it
it
was
was
the
probably
first
night
night
one.
then. Yeah, I
Yeah.
must have taken a dump during that too, I think.
I don't remember that match at all.
Yeah, I
No.
probably pooped during that. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think I rewatched it though.
I think you pooped during Uso versus Uso.
No, that was just, oh yeah, I did that too.
At
I
least you
don't
took
know.
two poops.
I might have taken two poops that for that. Yeah, that was so cold though that first night. I don't Logan Paul. Yeah, I don't see eight and AJ Styles. I think before that, the last Mania match he had was with Edge.
No,
Hmm.
no, that was you talking about WrestleMania 39?
No, he
No,
wasn't on
it was
39.
was he on 39? I don't
No,
think
because
he was on.
Edge fought Finn Balor 39.
Yeah, I know, but I
Hmm.
think 38 he fought him.
Okay,
I don't think AJ had a match at 39.
Mm-mm.
maybe not. No.
And 38 was terrible with him and Edge. And then like Priest shows up.
Yeah,
Like, there.
Oh, was that like the Judgment Day feud
Yeah,
that
the
they had
beginning
going
of
on?
that
Judgment.
was the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the start of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bad Judgment Day.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
like AJ. I just don't like his WrestleMania matches.
Hmm.
You're gonna go through and watch his whole catalog of WrestleMania, and then you're gonna come back next week and be like, "Damn, you were right."
No, I got a slight bias right now because I'm listening to his Van Fleet, his Chris Van Fleet interview. It's okay so far, but
Has he talked about the world being flat yet?
no.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, he'll get to that maybe. I
Oh,
like.
I thought he really did like you listened to it.
Oh no. I know
Oh.
he's like talked about it before though,
Hmm.
like in things, which is whatever. Yeah, that's all I got. We don't. I can talk about Logan Paul sucking forever, but
You guys
Wait,
ready
you
to get
think
into
Logan Paul sucks
yeah,
as a wrestler?
yeah.
Oh
He
wow.
does like
Straight
random
face and
spots
all.
that like he's like kind of athletic and does like random spots. I've not seen him do like a like full good match without anyone completely leading him for the whole time. He's
Mm.
been in WWE for like 4 years now,
He's only, I mean, somebody did the count. Who did I hear it? He's had, how long has he been in WWE? At
at least four
oh,
years.
least
yeah, I
four
think so.
years?
Yeah,
They said that he's only had, in all those 4 years, he's only had 17 matches.
Yeah,
something like
So,
that. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean
for
he's paid
me,
like someone he should be better. Like I get he doesn't have
Hmm.
that many matches, but how much he's getting paid,
Hmm.
get
for
better.
me, it's like I agree with Wade to a certain extent with the because he does mainly the spots. So in the
Hmm.
beginning, when I saw him do these spots, I'm like, oh man, that's cool. Someone that has no prior experience with wrestling like that is able to come
Hmm.
in and kind of do these spots. But then it's kind of the same thing every match, you know. That finisher he had against Rey Mysterio was cool. I thought I forgot what they call it. I thought it was called like them impulsa or something like that. But that was a cool finisher. But like, how often would he be able to do it against someone else? You know,
Hmm.
could he do that to
Yeah,
Roman?
Ray's so
You know,
small.
so I think, and then we saw like what happens where he has a long period of like break away from wrestling. Like that match
Hmm.
against Rey Mysterio, like it started off like horribly, you know.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think that he's a horrible wrestler. I just think that the allure that he brought is kind of like he's fading to me. And then once they keep making the comparisons to Hangman Page, it's like, oh man, this is the exact same thing that he's doing.
Except
He
Hmm.
does it
Hangman
way
Page
better
is
than,
yeah, except
you
Hangman
know,
Page is like actually good and has like real character work. And his
yeah.
character isn't just I'm actually a terrible human being, so like everyone boo me.
Yeah,
So
they were saying, who was it? His interview with Michael Cole, he was like, because Michael Cole was like, oh, there's like in-ring heat and there's like go away heat. And Logan's like, oh, I think I genuinely have go away heat. Like people don't want me there. So he's aware,
Mhm.
but um, Michael Cole was like gassing him up, saying, no, 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 blah, 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 whatever. And then I think Logan Paul is aware that he's not wanted in the WWE, but I don't know what's keeping him there other than a fat paycheck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Which he probably doesn't need, but you know, interesting.
yeah, oh yes, he certainly does not need it, except for to pay his bills for the suing the Olympic Committee suing him for copyright infringement, but or his crypto scam. He might have to pay people eventually.
Is
But
that still going on?
yeah.
Hmm.
How come no one talks about that in the things?
Maybe they're
Like,
not aware.
I'm not aware.
oh,
I,
they're the no, they're you think these people don't know that that's going like one of these fools in the locker room has to know. It's definitely like a little sewing circle in there. Everyone gossips about each other. You don't think?
Maybe, are you saying how come they don't talk about it like on a promo or something?
Yeah,
Probably because of what's that thing where you can't
that's him who can't talk about it. They can.
hmm, maybe Triple H doesn't want to get
He's a
I don't know.
heel. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, don't know.
maybe he's having came across the right face to go about that. CM Punk would be that dude,
Yeah, CM
honestly.
Yeah,
Punk is
CM
like
Punk
the
would
one
be
who would
Yeah,
not AJ Styles.
yeah. So
That would come across silly if he brought it up. Like, yeah, KO would be good to do it too.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Um,
don't think he has good match it. Like, when's the last singles match he's had that has been good?
I don't know.
I think before Rey Mysterio,
He
the
had
last
Ricochet,
single
that
match,
was not good.
the last
No.
single match I remember that he was in was him against LA Knight, SummerSlam. That was the last match, I think. Singles match, I think he
when he
was
lost
in.
the
I could
belt,
be wrong.
right?
Could be wrong,
KO,
but I
I
think
think
that's
he
the
had an
last one.
okay match, right?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes was
No, that was
So,
bad.
forgettable.
but you guys ready to get
Hmm.
into
Oh, I'm
Io
ready.
versus Rhea?
Yeah, let's go. Rhea versus Io, right?
Yep, yep. Um, I don't think that we saw this outcome coming. You know, like
No.
I I was definitely leaning to a triple threat match at WrestleMania, which is still a possibility. Um, I thought this was like a throwaway match, and I was like, man, like, oh, Io deserved better than this. You know, way better. Like, why are they putting her in a women's championship match on Monday Night Raw, this close to WrestleMania, just to kind of bury her? You know, and surprise, surprise, she pulls out the victory, and now she's the new champion. Like, I was shocked, and I'm happy about it. You know, like some people might not understand the reason why they chose Io Sky, but I think it makes perfect sense in with the wrestling math that you throw Io into this, you protect the Bianca and Rhea feud that hasn't been built properly, and you
Yeah.
could be now setting it up even more so. You know, you have the possibility to even turn Rhea based off that little post match interview that she had in backstage.
I
And
think,
you still got the also the idea of turning Bianca once we
yeah.
find out what happened with Jade Cargill. So there's a lot of options here with this. So I don't know, man. What did you guys think about the match overall and just the outcome of everything?
Marlon, you want to go? Because I talked almost 50% of this whole podcast, and there's three people.
I think for me, I thought, why are they doing this throwaway match before or after Elimination Chamber and before Rumble? I thought the only way this thing would end would be in a disqualification. And it would somehow end up including Bianca in the or it would somehow be a triple threat with Bianca, Rhea, and Io. So with that, completely surprised. The match itself was okay. Started off hot, kind of got a little, I don't want to say sloppy, but
It was sloppy.
things just weren't
Yeah,
gelling. Things just
yeah.
weren't gelling in the
Y'all
middle.
got dropped on her head. You can say it was sloppy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was pretty questionable. So that along with the ending I thought was really good. Although the stupid fight between Bianca and Rhea was just, if they're gonna feud over a petty thing like that, like,
You cheering over some for someone else, not
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, and it wasn't even really cheering. It was just like, get your ass up and get in the ring. Like, come on,
yeah.
like,
I think
be
she just wanted to
competitive.
see. Yeah, that's what it was. She wanted to see good competition. She didn't want to count out. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So if Rhea and Bianca are gonna feud over something like that, to me, I didn't see a lot of their, maybe I missed it, a lot of their relationship, their good relationship being built up in the first place where they have a close tie.
Mhm.
At house shows they're like twerking together and dancing and stuff. But
They've done a lot of interviews together where they were friend, like especially with the 2K24 thing.
Yeah.
2K24, they were on Busted Open, I think, at the same time, like a few months ago. But as far as like TV alliance and TV friendship, have they had anything?
Well,
Or
they've
did
been
I
on
miss it?
separate shows, so that's kind of
Right,
they kept them separate on purpose.
right.
Yeah.
So I didn't like TV wise, I don't know that I wouldn't know that they're friends
Yeah,
for
and I think
Rhea
that
to get
also just
upset.
shows how much just the writing thought perhaps kind of like just weak when it comes to the women. This is
Hmm.
how trivial the problem is that oh you cheer for someone else and not me, so now we got beef. What?
Hmm.
I I think that's pretty realistic in my opinion. Like think about like the beef Jordan had with people like that was like fucking made up and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he was like the most petty guy ever and like all like the biggest competitors will like find the smallest like slight against them and use it as fuel to like power
Give
them.
him an edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give them energy. So I and like I yeah, I didn't have an issue with that because I if I was in Rhea's position and there is someone that like I really respect, like just like I like if I was like me thinking like I like when I was doing like amateur wrestling, Like if I was wrestling and saw some dude I was like friends with, like cheering for the other person to like fight up, even though it's like it seems like, oh, like I just want it to be a good match. I still feel like dude, I'm beating this person up. Like and you're like, I thought you were like one of my best fr like I thought you were like a good friend of mine. And this person who you're cheering for has screwed you over multiple times in the last year. Like Io was attacking beyond
Yeah.
like now they're like kind of cool, but like you have to figure like all last year was like the damage control stuff. Like I'd be like, dude, what the heck? You like despised Io and now you're like rooting for her to get up and stuff. I totally get where Rhea's coming from, and I thought her promo was really really good after. I don't see how you turn her heel after that. That was the most like genuine baby face. Like she was critical of herself for being stupid.
But I think, and then I think that leads to her not wanting to feel like that ever again. So now I'm the extreme opposite of that. I won't be vulnerable anymore. I'm going to be just deadly and ruthless. You know?
Hmm.
Maybe
Could be.
because I feel like Bianca's been more of a heel recently. Like
Hmm.
without the Jade stuff, she's been like way. I think I actually like her character better now because she's not just so squeaky clean. Like it has like an edge, and she's been like way like she never had evidence of Liv Morgan and what's their names like doing anything, and they're just like going out and attacking them. You know, like oh, there's a picture of you near the scene of the crime, like when she's getting like that's like that's not evidence. That's like a way a heel would act. That's not a way a baby face would act, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So. I I don't know. I like just I like I'm me putting myself in Rhea's shoes and like as like me thinking if I was competing because I seen that exact situation happen and I was like, yo, F this guy. I'm gonna beat his ass next time I go against him because he was cheering for this other dude against me. So I don't know. I kind of been there, but that's just me. But I could see why you would be like, that's kind of corny too. But I feel like it's very human to be bothered by something so small.
Yeah, I can see that. When you rephrase it like that, yeah, I can see it now. You know, it does make a little more sense. I guess we just been seeing Rhea in a certain way for a long period of time. Then what this adds to it, then you know, it adds to the depth of her character
Hmm.
and layers and stuff like that, which is cool. You know, you don't want anyone to just be one dimensional. So
Hmm.
that's cool too.
What would you guys be disappointed if it was just Io and Bianca in the match?
Probably
Yeah.
depends on where it's placed in the card.
Um, that for me, and then also there would have to be. I want some shenanigans, man. That's what I want.
Really? Okay.
I want some shenanigans. I want this Jade Cargill thing to happen or whatever. Not because I'm looking forward to the match. I'm just ready for whatever this part is to kind of be done. You know, um, I have no doubt or no questions that Io and Bianca could put on an amazing match. You know,
Hmm.
but why settle for just two when I can get all three? Rhea, Io, and Bianca in that too. So. I want all three. I wouldn't be hurt. I wouldn't, you know, if it was just Bianca and Io. But someone definitely has to turn, and I think it would be Bianca. So
What do you think, Marlon?
Was it just last year when it was triple threat, the
yeah,
big three versus damage control?
yes,
That was
Yeah,
just last year, right?
for
And it
the
was
hmm
tag. Yeah.
and it was just last year when EO had the belt, right?
Yes. No, no, no. It wasn't Io wasn't in the big three one, but it was like the rest of damage control because she went against Bailey, remember?
Yeah,
yeah,
but EO had the undisputed belt, right?
yeah,
Whatever one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just asking these questions because I just feel that these tables turn so fast and now they're all like friends, right? It's
hmm
crazy. And an EO versus Bianca match to me would, like you said, Pierre, I would just kind of hope that we can move on from the shenanigan. I mean, from I don't know. I feel like even if Bianca and EO had a great match, like they could still keep going for the rest of the year.
Mm,
And yeah, I now that you think about it, Wade, I don't think I would be happy with just those two
Hmm.
in a match. Sorry, I was just clearing out some thoughts there, but
No, you're good.
I'm like, damn, Io just had the belt,
I mean,
and
it was
now
a year
she's
ago. Yeah.
yeah, and then these
Bianca
two,
hasn't had anything in a long time.
yeah,
yeah.
I
because of
guess she did
Jade,
have the tag belts, but like because of Jade Cargill and them going to have a match at Mania, potentially she was in no man's land for basically
yeah,
a year.
Yeah.
which I guess I overlooked the fact that everybody, like people wanted Jade versus Bianca eventually at WrestleMania, so we're definitely not getting that.
I don't think very many people wanted that anymore.
I think in the beginning, yeah,
Hmm.
rather in the beginning, I think that was probably been a dream match, but then afterwards, seeing in the ring
That's
Right,
exactly what I
stuff,
was
we
gonna
of
were kind of
course,
say.
like,
of
After
course,
you know what? Maybe not so much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
I
high.
I think Io versus Bianca is probably the best match out of all the
Title
different
matches.
options.
Oh,
Like
okay.
whether it's triple threat or Io and Bianca or Bianca and Rhea or Rhea and Io, I think for the best like actual match, I think Io versus Bianca would be the best actual
Hmm.
match. I just don't feel super. I like Rhea, but her matches have not been particularly good to me.
I, I, I think what you were saying like last week, well, last time we talked was when was the last time she had a match?
That's what I was
It
gonna
was
say.
January.
I was trying to think, like, when was her last singles match? The only
It
thing I
was
can think of
January
is
6th.
War Games.
She
No,
went
January
against
6th.
what's her Nia
Oh,
Jax.
also the 6th,
That was
right?
a bad match.
January
Yeah,
6th.
yeah. No, no. Oh, Saturday Night Main Event. Sorry, that was the last singles match. Saturday Night Main Event against or you're right against Nia Jax,
It was bad.
Oh yeah.
and then I bet she hasn't had anything else because she didn't do anything at Rumble,
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
and then so
Is she hurt?
I think this one kind of showed the match between her and Io. It started off cool, but then it got kind of like you say sloppy at some point. Like timing and stuff like that seemed to be off kind of. But
I've not. That's the to me the most sloppy EO match I've seen in like
Hmm.
probably 7 months, and it's kind of the norm Rhea match I've seen the
Hmm.
last 7 months, in my opinion. I
Hmm.
don't know. Like she just hasn't really wrestled, so I
Right.
don't know
mhm.
if she's like hurt still or like what the, you know what I mean? Like something seems off. Like and you guys know, like I would freaking glaze over Rhea, like not all the time, but I just don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think Bianca versus Rhea again.
In theory, the
In
story
theory,
and everything. Yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
think that would be great. I think it would be great in a different way than Bianca versus Io would be great. It's just it'd be its own
Yeah.
thing. To me, I see it as like two titans versus
Mhm.
like a David and Goliath type situation. Um,
Yeah.
like just Godzilla and King Kong just going at it, top of the game. Um, different skill sets, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like including Io would be Godzilla versus King Kong versus Mothra. Or which we all know from the last King Kong. Did you watch the last Kong
Yeah.
versus Zilla
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Mothra, was that Mothra or was that Jadara or something like that?
Martha who came and helped. Martha was the one that came and helped.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting Io down at all.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a different fight, right?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of fight. And I'm saying now we're gonna get Zilla versus Kong versus Mothra. I mean, not mad at it actually.
Oh man. Man, what did you guys think about? You guys like the Io versus Rhea match? You like the idea of Io versus Bianca? in a singles match or a triple threat between Rhea, Io, and Bianca? Let us know comment below if you thought the CM Punk promo was fire. What did you want CM Punk to be doing in WrestleMania? Did you want him to do refereeing? You want him to do commentary, and you want him to wrestle, do everything? Because it seems every time he does something outside of wrestling is great and is entertaining. So maybe he can just have his
Except for
wrestling gear
UFC.
on with a referee shirt on over that with a headset on for the night. But
I'd be.
yeah, that was our What's Poppin' segment. We're gonna get into 3 count. And for our 3 count topic tonight, I wanted us to talk about the women's mid card titles, the women United States title, the women's Intercontinental Championship title. Um, for me, I know we wanted the title so much for them to happen. We was kind of we pop for them and stuff like that. And we're happy that they were getting them. We talked about it for so long. We were kind of like devastated when they announced that crown jewel title before the women's title.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like, what are you guys doing? And so now we got the titles, and I'm like, man, I can't even remember. It feels like it maybe three months since then, something like that. You know, or maybe it could have been a little bit more since we had the titles, both of them. Um, and I thought that they would add some meat and potatoes to that mid card level and make the titles mean a little bit more. I'm tired of seeing Chelsea Green versus Meechin. They didn't have like 6 matches. It feels like uh, Lyra Kyria really hasn't had that many matches with the title included into it. She's fought Dakota Kai twice, and she's fought Ivy
Ivy
now.
Nile.
You know, and it's like, well, where's the rest of the competition that they can put into the mid card titles that help elevate these titles? I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
I'm trying to understand what they're doing with Chelsea. Are they trying to make her look so bad as a champion so that when the next person gets it, it looks more prestigious on that person? Is that what they're doing? I feel like she's carrying it well as someone carrying it, but as far as like her matches go, I just don't like it doesn't seem championship level quality of her matches, especially with her getting pinned, you know?
Mm,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just
Are you talking about on NXT?
well, yeah, NXT and her weren't her and Lyra both in tournaments for another thing?
Yeah, that's a bad booking thing. They shouldn't have even had them in the matches.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
exactly. So they're obligated to lose because they're not going to be Lyra 2 belts or Chelsea 2 belts, although I'd
yeah.
like that. But I don't, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with Chelsea. Like, is she a paper? Are they trying to make her look like a paper champion? Or are they
well, she's a heel, so I think hers is just different than like
okay?
Lyra's. Where like Lyra's, the whole thing is focused on her in ring, in my opinion.
Okay. And then Chelsea, it's all about carrying the title around and being dramatic about everything, despite winning or losing.
Yeah, I think they're at least telling somewhat of a story with Chelsea, in my opinion, because I
Because
think it's
Piper's been screwing her
Piper.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Piper's gonna turn on her, and then that'll allow everyone wants to cheer for Chelsea anyways.
Hmm.
So
Mm,
I think that'll be the kind of heel turn, and then that match that's a Mania match, in my opinion. Both of them are like, oh, like there's a connection to them in the crowd. Like people think Piper's funny and they
yeah,
like Chelsea, and uh
Purpose amazing.
yeah, I think that's what they're doing, and we've got to wait for them to pull the trigger
Hmm.
on that, which I'm fine with. We've had how many heel turns in the last like week? We can wait, you know what I mean? We can wait another week or two before Piper, you know, like turns on Chelsea. Because like I'm fine with a heel being kind of crappy, and she's gonna like learn how to win the proper way or whatever. I think that's what they're eventually gonna uh, go to.
Hmm.
Lyra, there's just no story. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, she went against what backstage thing has she even had?
Just with Ivy. That's it.
And then she has
Yeah,
Ivy punching her because she wants a title shot, and then she gave her a title shot because she got beat up by her.
Hmm.
yeah.
So I like I just uh, I don't know. Like, is Becky Lynch coming back? Like, what's going like if then that's a match that I think
Hmm.
Yeah.
everyone would be excited to see.
Yeah.
But they're not. Lyra's just off of sheer will getting the crowd to get behind her halfway through a match because she's been wrestling so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Um,
matches have been good, I think. The wrestling in itself.
Yeah.
yeah, and the like SmackDown ones are not very good with like Chelsea and like those girl, in my opinion. But like everyone's
Hmm.
into them, so they're just like, all right,
Yeah.
like there's like yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, the story you can't just add titles and not have stories,
Hmm.
Yeah.
which is what they basically. The Raw one is no story.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I feel like with Chelsea, I'm fine with. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, and she's like fighting people in NXT, and she's just like kind of a you mean a Karen. I'm cool with. I feel like there's stuff. There's meat on the bone there. There's no meat on the bone with Lyra.
But
Yeah.
and then plus like Chelsea is so great. Like she just has the amazing like character in general.
Yeah.
That's what helped carry the title too.
Yeah.
Because like I say, the matches they got a street fight happening this Friday, huh? Meeting.
They
They have
do?
another street
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
she's fought
That's
Michin like 6 times.
what I was just saying. Yeah.
I didn't even realize she has going against her again. I thought you were joking around.
Yeah.
Like she
Oh,
goes against her all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's still like,
Damn.
oh my God.
They better not give it to Michin.
so
No,
um,
that would be silly. They're not gonna do that.
that's been happening with the U.S. title. It's just she's been fighting Meeting every week or every other week. I think she fought BFAB one time, but outside that, it's been Meeting.
Oh yeah,
You
she
know,
BFAB.
and
They
she's
need
defended the title more than Lyra for some reason, even though Lyra has been having the better matches.
Hmm.
You know, it's just that the story is better with Chelsea Green because just the character work is just better. But they also haven't given Lyra the opportunity to really do anything more character work wise.
Right.
Like you guys had mentioned, like man, they put them in a tournament for what? You
Right.
had Bailey beat Lyra Valkyria. She's the IC
Yep.
champion.
you could
You
have
Yep.
put
know,
anyone else in that. Like put Maxine Dupree in that match. No one
yeah.
cares. You know
Right.
what I mean?
And then you keep having Chelsea Green go against other women that are higher than her, like Bianca and stuff like that, or keep crossing paths with them, and they keep losing. Like it just how do you add any validation to the title when you keep having the title holder lose or
Right.
in matches that don't really mean anything? You know?
You saw her and Piper lost, right?
On
Yesterday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you came up with this topic before seeing that her and Piper lost, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's even worse than you thought. They lost on NXT.
Yeah. I think Zarya dropped Piper's knee like right on Chelsea's face.
Yeah.
I think that's how she got busted open.
oh wow,
That was crazy.
I mean, I could go for like Zarya and Chelsea Green in a match for the belt.
Hmm.
Just because she's like an ass kicker and stuff. Like, I feel like that could be a kind of cool match.
Yeah.
Like, Sol Ruka, I like better than Zarya personally, but
Hmm.
style wise, I just think Zarya is a better for an interesting match. Like the way Chelsea wrestles,
Yeah.
like defenseless and like a fish out of water. I feel like the Zarya match is just better.
Yeah.
Gosh, she has Michin again. You gotta be kidding me.
I pray she doesn't lose, man.
What? How many times has she
I don't
gone
know.
against her?
I
I
know.
gotta look up on Cage Match right now. I cannot.
Is it a street fight?
yeah, because
Oh.
it's Philly.
Hmm.
Because
Don't
it's
know.
Philly. Like, so what does that have to do with anything? There's street fights everywhere. They'll name any city. They'd be like, oh, they're in Toledo. That's why it's a street fight. It's like, what? What?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they could be doing better. They need to be doing better with these
I mean,
storylines.
they can't do much worse.
Right. The especially with Lyra. Give her a formidable opponent, a formidable heel. Like, where's Alba Fire?
Tennessee.
Oh, you're right.
Mhm.
Last time we saw her, she was in NXT, huh?
Alba Fire?
Yeah.
She got moved down to NXT?
Oh, I'm no, no, no. I'm thinking of wait,
Are you talking
you're
about
right.
Isla Dawn, the one that I like a lot?
But she got fired. She got
Yeah,
released.
she got fired.
That's right. Alba Fire was in NXT last time we saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shotzi too. You're
Hmm.
right.
Shotzi's whatever. But Alba Fire is actually good. That would be a good match. Why don't they have her wrestle Chelsea? Oh,
Or
she's
have
on Raw
or
technically.
have her wrestle Lyra. I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually good. Um, dude, I'm
You
trying.
got 10 for?
Dude, all this freaking Meechin thing, I've lost my mind for a second. One.
Yeah.
It's
It had to be like 5 or 6 times already. That's what
yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah, it's quite a few.
I
That's
did pop though for Chelsea and Tiffany going at it for a bit. Wasn't a great match, but just the face off was pretty
Oh,
cool.
oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
all right. I got a tinfoil.
Let's
What
go.
you got?
My tinfoil is The Rock is actually not the final boss.
Hmm.
Well, he is the final boss. Um, Ava's also the final boss on NXT, but he's the final boss. Then the final boss is Travis Scott. He's actually been playing he's been planning the whole thing out since its failed music festival. So he's the real heel behind everything. Um that's why he punched Cody Rhodes in the ear and blew his eardrum.
Black is eye.
And that's why he was gifted the a fake championship, just like The Rock was gifted. Uh, he made Triple H gift him a championship that doesn't exist. So, yeah, I got Travis Scott behind this whole thing, and then I have him wrestling in Mania versus Drake.
Swing for the fences, man.
Him and Drake, hardcore title.
Swing for the
Bad
fences.
Bunny is the ref.
That'd be awesome. I'd be happy to be there for that.
You think
That'd
who
be
do you
cool.
think wins, him or Drake?
I, I feel like Dre needs a victory.
Yeah.
He
His
needs it the most. He needs it
seriously,
the most.
his last album was doo-doo.
I mean, not even that. You in Toronto, you're ringside, and they don't even say
That's
they
so
announced it so
weird.
long. Yeah, Nav. They announced Nav over
I didn't
Drake.
even know who Nav was.
Yeah,
I was like, who the heck's this? I was like, when are they gonna announce Drake? And then they never did.
like dude, like you're the sixth. You're the sixth god, and they don't even say your name. You know, in your own town, your own city.
I feel like he didn't want to be announced. They
Probably.
announced people who are like bull riders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a feeling he didn't want to be in the spotlight.
don't sit ringside.
I know, sit in a box, sit in a freaking suite.
You're right there ringside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a bigger star than like almost.
Money.
I mean, technically, he's a bigger star than. I know we like Travis Scott's more like hot right now, but like Drake's a bigger star,
Yes.
way bigger. Like of musicians, Kanye's bigger, I would say. Other than that, I don't know who is actually
Hmm.
bigger than Drake as an actual music. Think about how many hits he's had.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like Beyonce, but like
That is a different level of
Yeah,
just
Beyonce's
yeah,
different. Like, and Taylor Swift's different. But
yeah. But Drake is Drake. So like I
top,
said, the beat
top
because
10.
when you said that in the text group, I thought that was like a fake dude. I thought that somebody just looked like them. And
Yeah.
then it turned out to actually be him. I'm like, man, why would he even be there? You know, and why would he be there and then not even announce him? You know, being there was crazy. So I was shocked that actually was him. And then too, like if you're trying to be somewhere and you don't want to be recognized, that is like the worst disguise ever. You had a hat on, dude. You had a hat on. Like no one knows you're Drake. This isn't like Clark Kent and like Superman type of thing.
Well,
Like you can't. I don't
what
know
is
who
he
this guy is
supposed to
under
do?
this
Like
hat.
dress up like the grandpa and freaking Jackass? Like, you know, full prosthetic, like with his balls hanging out. What is he? What is he supposed to do? He
You're supposed to
looks
better
like
than a
Drake.
hat. Wear a hoodie or something. Don't wear just a hat.
Wear an Uncle Howdy mask.
Some.
Oh God.
Was Money in the Bank in Toronto last year?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought Drake was there too, but they also didn't announce him.
I don't know if he was there. I don't remember that. He
I
could have been.
thought I thought he was there,
And it can't
but somebody
be. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, but somebody on social media didn't like posted him. And then I was like, I just remember having this memory of like, why didn't they announce him on the show?
Maybe it's a Mandela effect thing.
Maybe. That really could be it.
Because it's not like because people are like, oh, it's because he had the song. They make a comment about him like hooking up with minors or whatever. There's not even no like just because someone made a song that says this and you have no criminal like things. You know how many people WWE has shown who've like murdered people and stuff? Like it's like I don't think that because there was a random song that like someone wrote that said you like to hook, you know what I that was there's no real evidence actually other than he took a picture with whatever Billy Bobby Brown or whatever her name is. Miley, but I don't know. You know who I'm talking about? But it's like what, we're not going to show him because of a song, a diss track. I mean, I
I don't
don't.
know, man. It was a pretty big diss track. It won 5 Grammys.
Yeah,
Whole Super Bowl was singing it.
Yeah.
The whole Grammy party was singing it.
I mean,
Those are his peers.
dude, there's like random people who've won 5 Grammys from like Nora Jones won like what 8 Grammys. I think we're like just because it won 5 Grammys doesn't mean it. Well, you remember that Nora Jones, the boring lady, the white
Yeah, I
chick?
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she won like 8 Grammys or something.
I'm pretty sure she did. But her song wasn't hotter than Not Like Us, though.
It was obviously hotter. She won 8 Grammys, man. Even more important. I just, yeah, I am kind of like, I don't like Kendrick that much. So I don't like, he's like fine. I feel like, I don't know. Once it gets to where all the blonde girls like someone and they think they're awesome, it automatically,
Turn
now
off.
it's over. Now it's over for, I mean, that's been that way for Drake for like 15 years. But now when there's like random girls at like lacrosse games or like field hockey games and they're playing Not Like Us to like as their warm-up song, I'm like, all right, like it's over now.
Yeah.
I think we good.
Yeah.
We don't
I hear you.
people hitting at the golf balls do it. I'm like, all right, it's we're good now.
I hear you on that.
But
Oh, man. You guys got anything else for tonight?
No, I'm good. I think
I
I'm
mean, we're not gonna talk about Sean Spears versus Tony D'Angelo.
Oh my gosh.
It's terrible. Like it might be like the worst match of the year. It's so bad.
Tony's back giving out to lose.
It's so bad. I love Tony D'Angelo. That was like not a so yeah, Sean Spears, who's like 45, has the a title in NXT, which is the developmental brand. So uh I think we could just leave it at that note.
North American title. Wow. Oh, we haven't even talked about the Hardys coming back. Not that it would be like a long-winded
Oh,
topic, but they're technically back in WWE.
yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Going against Fraxium next week.
Yeah.
That should be good. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if that should be good, but
I,
I'm gonna watch it.
yeah,
So I have nothing else.
yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. I'm good too. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching another episode of Table Has Some Bumps. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys give a mm, a package power driver to the subscribe button.
That's illegal.
Well, hey, we do illegal things over here.
Oh, we're AEW and we just do that normally.
But like, subscribe, share, give us comments, give us feedback, tell us you guys' thoughts on the women mid card titles. Should they get rid of them? Should they do more with them? We don't know what to do. Let us know. Um, do
Tell
you
a
think
story.
do you think that Travis Scott is truly the final boss of everything right now, of this whole WrestleMania plan to just get back? I think, that Travis Scott is getting ISO speeds licked back for what happened to him at the Royal Rumble. That's what it is. That's why he hit Cody Rhodes. That's the only thing that I can come up with is why he hit Cody Rhodes like he did. It was because he wanted to, hey, you can't hit our guys like that. I got you ISO speed. I'm gonna take out the main guy in WWE for you. That's what it was.
He hit him like he owes him money.
Seriously.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the receipt that's coming for that later on.
Oh yeah.
Man, I don't know. It might not be Cody that gives it, but someone's giving Travis Scott a receipt, and I can't wait to see it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But until next time, Ringside P, Marlon, Wade, we out.